What up, YouTube? Press here. We've made it. Today is the first day of the 36 Full Press Challenge, Adjusting Edition. We will learn how to throw dice, read the dice, and make adjustments on the fly. Stay tuned. Here we go. Till next time, press out. What up, YouTube? Press here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So we finally made it. We are on to something new. 36 Rule Challenge, the 36 Full Press Challenge is moving on. So now that we've established some rules and everybody's going to continue to participate, we are going to switch it up a bit. The idea here is to do a couple things actually. We're going to learn how to decipher a good roll from a bad roll based on what the dice look like. So let me grab my dice real quick. I was waiting for these other cameras to boot up, but it doesn't look like we're going to be doing that today. So I can pretty much get these out of the way here for right now. So the reason why I said in my couple tips is two different colored dice is because we're going to be tracking our dice, being able to read them. That's the goal here. So no matter where you go to play at, what table, you can step up with confidence knowing that you pick a set that you're familiar with. And right now we're just going to start from the beginning. Start with a hardway set. Most easy, it's the easiest set to read. All right, so you get the 5-4, 5-4. It's a beginner set. All right, get a 5-4, 5-4. Put your odd color or mark it some way, left and right. So the reason why I said come out roll to 7 at 3 different times is because over time, as we do this, you'll learn to progress to start seeing indicating numbers that will let you know that your dice are not doing what they're supposed to do. So I'm going to demonstrate, right? So, and there's no right way or wrong way to do it. Some people are better at it than others. Some people pick other methods to rotate their dice. So we'll start this, right? 5-4, 5-4. Throw it however you throw. We don't need to reinvent the wheel here. So I got 3-1-4. Right? 3-1-4. Look at the dice. So I threw a 5-4 first, right? So if I threw a 5-4 and I got a 3 on that side, that's what happened. So doing a 5-4, I got one single roll quarter turn towards me, and my right dice imploded. It came in. So that's pretty standard for me. So my 5-4 that I threw, first one quarter turned in, my right dice imploded in one time. 4-1-3. So that's how I'm reading the dice. So I'm mentally collecting data. So when I'm starting to see things change, and if they continue to change in the same way, I can set the dice in accordance to what numbers that I want to get to produce. See, if I turned this right die, maybe I'm going a little bit too fast here, but if I turn this right die a quarter turn in, like this, and the same thing happened, hard 6, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to we're going to keep throwing it till we get a 7. And we'll see what kind of 7 we get. And we'll watch and read each dice set. Each dice throw, I mean. Boxcars. And that's why I said, every day is going to be a different dice set. And the reason why is we're going to see how each dice set is affected by your throw. There's this big common misconception, I believe, in my humble opinion here, is that somewhere, somehow, someone sold somebody a bill of goods saying that if you throw X set, it's going to work. Well, the sets are, the set that you pick is based on your individual throw. Every person is completely different. No matter if you mimic the hell out of somebody else, it will not be exactly the same. One, three. So we go 5, 4, 5, 4. So when I got the 12, both dice went out like that, rolled to the right. The 1, 3 I've already showed you. I'm looking for double pitches. So I got one went to the right, and I got primary. So my left dice didn't do anything. But all of my challenge, the whole thing, the whole umbrella of the 36 rolls for the 36 full press challenge was the 36 rolls was a foundation. The rule of 72, right? So 36 rolls over time, building consistency, building a throwing pattern. It doesn't matter where you throw from. You can throw from stick left 1, stick left 2, in the hook. You can throw underhand, overhand, lob. I don't give a shit what you do. As long as you do it consistently, consecutively, over time, you can build a foundation. And then from that foundation, you start at the base and you pick something that you can read. Learn how to read the dice to see what your throw, whatever it is, how it's producing, and then make the minor adjustments. And then you throw that and then see what you get. And then when you get to a certain point, you can use multiple sets to pick whatever your bets are. That's the ultimate goal. Within 2 or 3 throws, you should be able to grab whatever number you want by changing this set and prolonging your throw. 617. All right. So the 5-4, 5-4 gave me a 617. So at this point, we're going to take a look, right? So I threw a 5-4 on the left. So my left dice exploded, went out. And then 5-4 here. So left dice went out, right dice went out. Like that. 5-4, 5-4. So both dice exploding. So what can I do for here? So I like to, myself, personally, I like to move the right dice. So at this point, if by spinning them, I gotta make sure I choose my words correctly. By spinning them, I'm not really producing much difference. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. So you can do what you want, but that's where I start at. So my first thing I would do is I would go back or forward one time. Right. So I'm going to throw a 5-3 or 5-4, 3-5, and I'll throw that from come out to 7 and see what kind of numbers I produce from there. Five, 1, 6. Four. So now, just depends on where you're at. So I still have my outsides working the same as they were. So we're just going to keep doing that. I'm going to throw 5-4, 3-5 and just keep throwing it. See what kind of numbers I get from there. 4, 2, 6. I mean, I know George does it differently. I'm sure Mudslide, Mac, whoever. I'm sure everybody does it a little differently how they make their adjustments. But so if I hit that 6-1 again, then I come back down to the 5-4 and give it a spin one time and see, because if I spun it, and I would end up getting a 6-6, or I'm sorry, a 6-3, and if it exploded, I'd get a 6-4. So that's the other option. What am I doing here? Let's try this. Or 1. Yeah, no one set is the right set. There is no perfect set. I mean, I could be 100% wrong on this, but you're gonna tell me that if I throw like this at a certain angle with proper mechanics, proper grip, the right amount of velocity, and then someone standing right next to me, I'm 5'9", and I have relatively short arms with big hands, so my grip's probably gonna be different than his. And he's 6'3", and he throws the exact same set, or we switch places back and forth, that we're gonna produce the same numbers because of the set? Hell no. There ain't no way. I mean, I don't know. I can't see it. You have to build your set from your throw. You can't shortcut this. And that's what this whole challenge is for. The challenge, like the 36 roll challenge, the challenge was rolling the 36 rolls. This challenge is challenging you, the individual shooter, to learn how to read your dice. To learn how to adjust your dice on the fly based on what you're producing. What numbers are coming up? 325. 5-4. 7-2. Yep. Five, 4, 9. So that's what this challenge is. Of releasing it today. Just gonna go ahead and move on. Just gonna go ahead and move on from the 36 rolls. If people want to keep going with it, have at it. I'll still save the videos, put it in a playlist. People want to still keep recording their 36 rolls. If you want to increase your odds of becoming a better shooter, you need to learn how to adjust dice, and that's what this challenge is all about. So it's three sessions: recording your numbers, recording your videos, submitting your videos, and if people want to bet against them, that's cool because you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get. You can do 7 out, 7 out, 7 out if you're not adjusting. But it's something that you need to learn, I think, in my opinion. So let's see here. So this set right now is working pretty good. 5, 4, 3, 5. I'm a little long on my throw. I was a little long yesterday too, so all right, there's my 4-3-7. 4-3-7. Or 3-4-7, I should say. So let's see here. 5-4. So basically it just came down, all right. 4 there. And the right die I had set up to come down. Alright. So I had 1 go forward, 1 go backwards. And that actually happened at the beginning, if you remember. So at this point, I go back to the beginning, 5, 4, and then I make a rotation. So I'll do a 5, 4, 5, 1. And see if we rectify this problem at all. Problem is if I explode my right dice, my right die, and I roll my front one, the 7's sitting right there. Well, at least I'll know what's going on. Because like most people will say, well, I wouldn't use this set. Well, I understand that. But when you do the 3V set, or the 2V set, or the cross 6 set, or the all 7 set, or a different hard way set, I mean, whatever it is that you do, the dice are still doing what they're doing, and you still have to figure it out. But it's just easier to figure it out this way, I think. We'll see if I can actually hit my landing zone today. Not like that, it's not going to happen though. Man, it's like they stuck. 2-1. I don't know what's going on with my throw today. A little sloppy yesterday too. Maybe thinking about it too much or something. I don't know what I do. Oh, let's turn in that one. Turn in one time. Three, 2. Sixes. Someone made a comment, I don't remember who it was, but he was saying that, you know, he doesn't really like to play the ATS because he can't hit outside numbers. And if you understand your throw, which is the first part, and that's all of it, you know, that's your grip, that's your actual throwing motion, your posture, how you stand, your psychological part of it that everybody seems to never talk about when it comes to throwing dice. The fact that you have a complete adrenaline dump when you step up to a table to shell out your money. Cortisol builds up. Body gets all wobbly and shit. Doesn't matter if you've done it one time or a million times, you still have some degree of it. I mean, you take that into effect, but not really thinking clearly. But he was saying, oh, I don't really hit these numbers. Well, if you adjust your sets, you can definitely hit them. 4-1. So day one, as boring as it will seem at the beginning, while you're figuring this out, is the hard way set. And then tomorrow I'll put out a video with the set, and you'll do the come out to the 7 adjusting, and then hopefully by the end of the first week or first 7 days, you'll get to the point where you'll start noticing in these sets what numbers are coming up that are indicating to you that your roll is you're about to hit a 7. There's certain numbers in certain sets will let you know. That, I mean, we'll explain it as we go, but you'll see it. It'll be very obvious to you. A 7 is coming, and then at that point you make your adjustment. 6-1. 6-1. So let's take a look. Why is it a 6-1? 5-4. 5-4, turned it in, right? So, like I've done 6 or 7 times, left dice, exploded, right dice, 1 turn. So it's really just 1 turn of the die and of both dice. Right, so the 5 one that I got, the right one or the left one stayed primary and 1 popped, right? Or 1 stayed and 1 rolled. So, well, that's where we're at. This is the beginning, day 1 of 36 full press challenge, and we'll go ahead and we'll get it started. So, get your 3 rolls in. They might be short, they might be long. It doesn't really matter. We're just accumulating the data, and we are saving the videos because we will revisit those videos later on when we talk about, you know, what we could have done and how we can adjust. And it might sound, this might sound like not all that, you know, all that thrilling or whatever, but you know, when I started throwing dice and really got serious about, you know, controlling the dice, trying to produce certain numbers based on my betting style, because I bet the inside, that's my primary bet, is 5 through 9, $220. So, you know, I'm trying to hit these numbers, so I'm throwing a set that's going to give me the highest probability to hit these numbers. And even though one of my preferred sets, I have the probability of hitting all of the available probabilities of the 4. But the way that just because that's what that dice set says, the way that I throw it, I just completely destroy. If you look at my video, I mean, out of the 36 rolls, I just destroy the 8. So, that being said, it's, you know, I started here, and you get to the point where it's like, you know, 3, 4, 5 rolls, you're feeling pretty good at, you know, consistent. But you should be able to get to the point where it's like 8 to 10. And not that that's like, you know, a must. It's a confidence and it's a marker. Because if, you know, my betting style, I really only need 2 good hits on the inside. I preferably like to get those in the first 3 and then take it down to 44. And at that point, I'm just playing on their money. So, you know, you can do whatever you want with that. But if you want to be a good shooter, you want to have confidence coming up to the table. Try to lower that stress level. You know, when you step up, you can do it. I mean, put a do-we-don't down. I mean, you're not going to lose anything. Go ahead and test the waters. You know, get a hardware set or a set that you're real familiar with, that you know that you can read and you know what will happen. And when you'll be a more confident shooter. You'll step up to the table, put your money down, and be laser focused, man. You'll step up, throw 1, track 1 die, see what the other one is. In your head, okay, I'm going to make this adjustment. Make the adjustment. As soon as you get your number, you know that you're right on the money. Put your money out there. Get your couple hits. Pull it down, or whatever it is that you do for your bet, down to a minimum or something, and then just keep throwing. You'll be surprised. I mean, I've been doing that, and the majority of the times, you know, I don't just hit 1 long roll. I mean, my long rolls are more prominent than my short ones. So, you know, get after it. Let me know what you think. This is what we're doing. I'd love for anybody new to come along. We'll be working on a little bit of mechanics, a little bit of like grip. I mean, all that stuff is coming down the pipe, you know, but the 36 roll has kind of ran its course. It did exactly what I wanted it to do, and it got people throwing daily, getting excited about throwing, and hopefully we're going to produce some pretty good shooters here. So, all right, YouTube, go ahead and give me a like if you would. If you don't, I understand that too. But till later, you know what to do.